Have you ever wondered why international relations are often compared to a game of chess? It's an intricate web of alliances, rivalries, and strategic interests that can shift like the sands of a desert. Today, we're going to delve into a fascinating hypothetical scenario. Why would Russia, a global powerhouse, choose to support the Philippines over China if a conflict were to arise over the tensions in the West Philippine Sea? In the grand theater of international politics, countries are the actors, each with their own unique roles, motivations, and strategies. Russia, China, and the Philippines, they're our key players for today's story. Now, you might be thinking, why would Russia, with its established relations with China, consider siding with the Philippines? Well, let's unwrap that. International relations are far from simple. They're influenced by a myriad of factors, from historical ties and cultural connections to economic interests and geopolitical strategies. It's like a complex puzzle where every piece is crucial and impacts the overall picture. Take Russia and China, for instance. They share a long history, a border, and significant trade ties. But then there's the Philippines, a Southeast Asian nation with a complex history of its own and a strategic location that could be of interest to Russia. So we're left with a question that's as fascinating as it is complex. Why would Russia choose the Philippines over China? Now, this isn't a simple A over B decision. It's a calculated move in a complex game of chess. It's about understanding the motivations of these nations, their shared histories, their economic ties, and their strategic interests. It's about peeling back the layers to reveal the intricate webs of international relations. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to unpack this complexity, delve into the histories, explore the economies, and scrutinize the strategies. We're going to try and answer that tantalizing question. Why would Russia choose the Philippines over China? Keep watching until the end for the answer. And if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe and like our video. It only takes 3 seconds. To comprehend Russia's potential choice, we must first understand the players on the chessboard. 3 countries, Russia, China, and the Philippines, each with their own unique political, economic, and military standing, are the key players in this hypothetical scenario. First, let's consider Russia, a powerhouse in global politics. Russia boasts a formidable military and a resilient, albeit somewhat isolated economy. Historically, Russia has demonstrated a strategic approach to international relations, often aligning with nations that bolster its own global standing and independence. Next, we have China. As the world's second-largest economy, China wields significant influence in international trade. Its military prowess is also noteworthy, with an increasingly modernized force that is rapidly expanding its global reach. Politically, China pursues a strategy of assertive diplomacy, often leading to tension with other nations. Finally, we turn to the Philippines. While not as economically or militarily powerful as Russia or China, the Philippines plays a vital role in Southeast Asia, both politically and geographically. Its strategic location in the Pacific and its myriad of alliances make it a significant player in the region. Now let's delve into the geopolitics of the West Philippine Sea. This body of water, part of the larger South China Sea, is a hotbed of territorial disputes, with several nations laying claim to various islands and underwater resources. Its strategic significance cannot be overstated. It is a vital international shipping route and is rich in both fish and potential oil and gas reserves. Understanding the significance of the West Philippine Sea and the potential consequences of a conflict in this region helps to illuminate the choices that Russia or any other nation may make in the event of a war. With these factors in mind, the game of chess becomes even more intriguing. Each move, each decision, is a delicate balance of power, strategic interests, and the potential for both conflict and cooperation. And as we'll see in the next scene, the ties that bind these nations together and the interests that pull them apart are a crucial part of this geopolitical puzzle. Now that we have some understanding of the players, let's delve into the relationships between them. The realm of international politics is a complex tapestry woven with threads of history, economics, and shared interests. A closer look at the ties between Russia, China, and the Philippines reveals a fascinating narrative. Starting with Russia and China, their relationship has been one of fluctuating temperatures. From being close allies in the mid-20th century, they've also been Cold War adversaries, and now they are partners in economic and strategic matters. However, beneath this partnership lies a historical rivalry and strategic mistrust, reminding us that in the world of geopolitics, there are no permanent friends or enemies, only permanent interests. Turning our attention to Russia and the Philippines, their relationship may not be as well documented or as high profile, but it is gradually gaining momentum. Russia, with its vast resources and technological prowess, has been extending its influence in Southeast Asia, and the Philippines, with its strategic location, is a key player in this region. The two countries share economic interests and have been working together in areas like defense and security. Lastly, we have China and the Philippines, whose relationship is a complex mix of conflict and cooperation. The two nations are embroiled in territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea, yet they are also economically interdependent. China is one of the Philippines' largest trading partners, and the two countries have a history of cultural exchange that spans centuries. These relationships are not static, they are dynamic and constantly evolving, influenced by a multitude of factors, both internal and external. They are shaped by the shifting sands of global power dynamics, economic trends, and national interests. So, where does this leave us? It leaves us with a tangled web of alliances and rivalries, of shared interests and points of contention. It's a delicate balance, a geopolitical dance of sorts, where one misstep can alter the course of history. These intricate relationships add another layer of complexity to the question at hand. Behind every move on the international chessboard, there are strategic interests at play. This statement rings true for our current topic: Russia's potential support for the Philippines in a hypothetical conflict with China. But what exactly are these strategic interests, and how might they influence Russia's stance? Firstly, Russia, like any global player, has a vested interest in maintaining a balance of power. In the context of the Asia-Pacific region, China's growing influence poses a potential threat to this equilibrium. By supporting the Philippines, Russia could curb China's expanding reach, ensuring no single country becomes too powerful. Secondly, Russia and China, despite their shared borders and seemingly cordial relations, have a complex history fraught with territorial disputes and ideological differences. This historical context could influence Russia's decision-making process. It might see an opportunity to subtly undermine China, without instigating direct conflict. Thirdly, Russia has been seeking to expand its influence in Southeast Asia, and the Philippines, with its strategic location, provides an excellent gateway. Supporting the Philippines in a time of crisis could strengthen Russia's foothold in the region and open doors for further cooperation on matters of trade, defense, and diplomacy. Fourthly, let's not forget about the economic interests. The West Philippine Sea is a hotbed of untapped natural resources, including oil and gas reserves. If Russia were to support the Philippines, it might gain access to these resources, or at least secure a favorable position in future negotiations. Lastly, the element of unpredictability could also be a strategic interest for Russia. By choosing the Philippines over China, Russia could send a clear message to the world that it is an independent player on the global stage, not beholden to presumed alliances or predictable geopolitical narratives. But would these strategic interests be enough for Russia to choose the Philippines over China? This question is complex and multifaceted, just like the web of international relations we've been exploring. As we move into our next scene, we'll delve deeper into this unanswered question. We've explored the players, their relationships, and the strategic interests at play, but the question remains, why would Russia choose the Philippines over China? Well, let's start with a bit of strategic balance. It's no secret that China's rising global influence could be seen as a threat by other world powers. Russia, being one of these players, may want to keep a check on China's expanding power. And what better way to do this than by supporting an underdog in a potential conflict? Then there's the matter of expanding influence. The Philippines, with its strategic location in Southeast Asia, is a gateway to the Asian continent. By supporting the Philippines, Russia could potentially extend its reach into this region, gaining a stronger foothold and greater influence. But there's more to the story than just power and influence. Let's not forget about economic interests. Russia has significant investments in the Philippines, particularly in the energy sector. In the event of a conflict, these investments could be at risk. So, supporting the Philippines could be seen as protecting these economic interests. Yet, we also need to consider the unpredictability of international relations. The geopolitical landscape is constantly changing, and today's allies could be tomorrow's rivals. So, while we can speculate about Russia's potential motives, we cannot predict with certainty how the chess game will unfold. And there's another factor to consider. In the realm of international diplomacy, image matters. By siding with the Philippines, Russia could be seen as a defender of smaller nations, enhancing its global reputation. So, in the end, it seems that the answer to our question is as complex as the game of chess itself. But one thing is clear. In the world of international relations, every move is calculated, every decision is strategic, and the game is always on. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.